There are certain days on a farm that feel different. Days when months of planning and weeks of hard work finally begin to pay off. Today is one of those days. If you've been following this hatchery journey from the beginning, you'll remember where we started. A damaged incubation room after heavy rains, the difficult decision to demolish it, digging a brand new foundation, watching the walls slowly rise, preparing the floor for the next stage. And now, today, we are finally putting a roof over our future hatchery. This isn't just another building, it's where thousands of chicks will begin their lives. It's where years of learning, investment, and hard work come together. Welcome back to Cholla Farm. Before anyone climbs onto the building, preparation comes first. Roofing may look straightforward, but every piece must be checked carefully. The timber framework must already be secure. Measurements must be accurate. Every roofing sheet needs to align correctly. A small mistake at this stage can become a much bigger problem once the rains begin. Taking time now saves expensive repairs later. One lesson farming has taught me is that quality always beats speed. It's better to spend 1 extra hour getting something right than spend weeks correcting mistakes. Slowly, piece by piece, the hatchery begins to change. The first roofing sheet goes up, then another and another. What looked like an unfinished structure only a few hours ago now begins looking like a real building. One thing I really appreciate is the teamwork. Nobody is rushing. Everyone knows their responsibility. Construction is very similar to running a poultry farm. Every person has a role, and when everyone performs their role well, the final result speaks for itself. Many people think the roof simply keeps rain away, but inside a poultry hatchery, the roof does much more. It helps regulate temperature, it protects expensive incubation equipment, it shields eggs from moisture, it prevents direct sunlight from overheating the room. It also creates a stable environment where incubation becomes much easier to manage. Temperature fluctuations are one of the biggest enemies of successful hatching. That is why building a proper hatchery isn't just about having walls, it's about creating the right environment from the foundation all the way to the roof. Every stage we've shown in this series contributes to that goal. One of the most satisfying moments in any project is seeing your vision become reality. For weeks, this was simply an empty foundation, then walls. Now, you can finally imagine what this hatchery will become. Sometimes people only celebrate the finished product, but every successful project is built through hundreds of small decisions made consistently over time. This roof represents far more than timber and iron sheets. It represents progress, resilience, growth, and believing in a bigger future. Even as construction continues, another important part of the farm carries on without interruption. Orders still need to be prepared. Customers are waiting. And every egg we produce represents weeks of investment and careful management. These are hatching eggs, so how we pack them is just as important as how we produce them. A small mistake during transportation can reduce hatchability before the eggs even reach the incubator. That's why we never rush this process. You'll notice that before placing the eggs into the box, we first spread a layer of clean, dry sawdust at the bottom. This layer acts like a cushion, and roads can be rough, especially when transporting eggs over long distances. Without proper cushioning, constant vibration and impact can create tiny cracks that may not even be visible to the eye. Those invisible cracks allow bacteria to enter the egg and can significantly reduce hatchability. The sawdust helps absorb shock and keeps the eggs stable throughout the journey. It also prevents the eggs from knocking against each other while in transit. Once the base is ready, every egg is placed gently by hand. No throwing, no dropping, no rushing. Good quality hatching eggs deserve careful handling from the moment they are collected until they reach the customer. You'll also notice that the eggs are arranged neatly rather than packed tightly together. Proper spacing reduces pressure between eggs and minimizes the chances of breakage. Depending on the distance the eggs will travel, we may also add another light layer of clean, dry sawdust between rows to provide additional protection. The goal is simple: to ensure that the customer receives the eggs in exactly the same condition they left our farm. One broken egg is not just the loss of an egg, it's the loss of a potential healthy chick. And when you're selling fertile hatching eggs, every single egg matters. This is one of those behind the scenes jobs that many people never get to see, but it's a critical part of running a professional poultry business. Successful farms don't only focus on production, they also focus on presentation, handling, customer satisfaction, and consistency. Because every satisfied customer becomes part of your farm's reputation. Every well-packed box tells the customer that you care about quality before they even open it. As this order leaves the farm today, construction continues in the background. That's the reality of commercial farming. Projects may come and go, buildings may rise, but the daily responsibility of serving customers never stops. That balance between building for tomorrow and delivering today is what keeps a farm moving forward. As another order leaves the farm safely packed, we take a moment to look back at just how far this project has come, from a damaged hatchery to a building that is now finally under roof. Looking at where we are today, it's almost hard to believe how this journey began. Just a few weeks ago, we woke up to a heartbreaking sight. Heavy overnight rains had damaged the incubation room that had faithfully served us for years. There was no warning, no opportunity to prepare, just the reality that one of the most important structures on our farm was no longer safe. For a farmer, moments like these test more than finances. They test your determination. The easiest option would have been to keep repairing the old structure. But sometimes growth requires making difficult decisions. We temporarily secured the damaged section using iron sheets to protect what we could while we planned our next move. The incubator had to be relocated immediately to one of our storage rooms so that our operations could continue without risking the equipment. It wasn't the ideal setup, but it reminded us of something very important. A successful farm isn't built because nothing goes wrong. It's built because you keep finding solutions when things do go wrong. From there, we made the bold decision to start again. We demolished the old structure. We dug a stronger foundation. We adjusted our original design and expanded the incubation room to better suit our future needs. Brick by brick, wall by wall, and now roof by roof, our vision has continued to grow. Looking back, what first appeared to be a setback has become one of the biggest improvements we've ever made at Cholla Farm. Sometimes challenges don't come to stop us. Sometimes they come to push us toward something even better. And that's exactly what this new hatchery represents. Today marks another major milestone in our hatchery construction journey. Our new hatchery is finally under roof. Every episode in this series has brought us one step closer to creating a modern, efficient, and reliable home for our incubation system. But we've not finished yet. In our next episode, we'll move inside the building as we level the rooms and also continue transforming this structure into a fully functional hatchery designed for long-term success. You'll also see how every decision we make today will contribute to better biosecurity, improve improved workflow, and healthier chicks in the future. If you've been following this journey from the very beginning, thank you for being part of it. Your support, comments, and encouragement continue to inspire us to document every stage, not just the successes, but also the challenges that come with building a farm from the ground up. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the Cholla Farm family. Here we share the real journey of modern farming in Kenya, one project, one lesson, and one milestone at a time. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's passionate about poultry farming, agribusiness, or building something meaningful. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which stage of this hatchery project have you enjoyed the most so far? Demolition, foundation, walling, floor preparation, or today's roofing? Your feedback helps shape future videos and encourages other farmers who are following this series. Okay? Until next time, keep learning, keep building, and remember, great farms aren't built overnight. They are built one intentional step at a time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode here on Cholla Farm.